who is doing sadhana and tapasya from so many years, if he is coming in our house, they have become auspicious. They have become remarkably auspicious. So we are all extremely, I think fortunate is a very small word. We are super fortunate that on the auspicious occasion of the second day of Deepavali, Kartik month, we are having this Sangha of the great Yashomatinandan Prabhu.
It is my fortune.
So we would like to take the shelter of Harinam Prabhu and welcome him. From the core of our heart, I take the Harinam one time. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Unfortunately, Prashputaj Prabhu is not feeling well. And we like to also have his association. Apparently, he is also traveling yet tomorrow. And it's going to be a long travel. Going to be a long yatra for him. Going for different zones as well as.
No, he's going for 1 week now.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, because we could not get the leave long leave.
Okay.
And he may travel again.
Again later. Okay. We would like to also pray for his good health by chanting one time Hare Krishna Mantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. So again, thank Prabhuji and Mataji for inviting us and welcome all the devotees for today's Aarti, Lord Damodar's Aarti. So once I was hearing one lecture and in the lecture it was mentioned like there was a seminar on this Damodar Ashtakam for few days. So we went through the whole of the Ashtakam because there are so many philosophical points which are coming there. But then in that lecture they mentioned like the very first word, which is Namami. So that was not described. So like we says Namaste or we say Namaskar. So the devotees they split this Namaste in a different way. One is Nama and Te means to you. So whenever we comes to the Lord, the first thing is like we have to bow down. So this is the pastime which very first means this is the Mangalacharan, any of the pure devotee of the Lord. So he cannot begin the service of the Lord without bowing down to Lord. So this is Nama and Te to you. Then the second split they did is Na means no, Ma means for me, and Te means for you. So when I am here, so I am not here in front of you or serving you for my any like a desire or something. Just to please you, I am just trying my tiny effort is just to please you. So this is Namami means like and like we in our culture, like in a Sanatan culture, we are taught like we have to always bow down to our elders. So why it is like always we can other people some people they have the concept no only to one. Actually, we cannot. How we can bow down to someone who is not in front of us, where we don't have even the feeling like now we are trying philosophically, yes, about the Lord. But if you see, like, it is a very different stages are there, like to come to that, like where really we can understand the Lord. So we starts with the pratyaksha. Aksha means the eyes. So first is the pratyaksha. So pratyaksha is like when we come to the devotees, we see the devotees how they are doing, and with that, then it comes to paroksha. Paroksha means then we comes to the stage where we learn something from the experience of the devotees or from the scriptures. So that's the para means ki other, aksha means eyes. So because of our pratyaksha is not ever complete, because whatever we see, it is means like if the object is a little far from the capacity of our eye, so we may see that object something different. So here we are trying to understand the Lord. So by our own pratyaksha, it's not possible for us to understand it. Like sometimes the devotees they gives example of like if you are seeing some rope very far, means in some distance, you may think maybe it is a snake. Right? When you go nearby, then you will see it. No, it is not a snake. It is a rope. So like that, our eyes, our on like we have a limitations, our senses are limited. So with the limited senses, if we are trying to understand the unlimited Lord, so it's not possible. Then we have to go through the process. And how this process it starts from the pratyaksha, then it goes to the paroksha. Means para means like then we take the shelter of a spiritual master, then a spiritual master he guides us. Then with his guidance and with the knowledge of the scriptures, then we goes from the paroksha to then next stage, uh, which is the like we get some realization starts coming by that. Like if they engaged us in some service, so through that service, then what happens? Like it comes in us in a way like we cannot then, if one day that service which we are continuing for some time by the instructions of the spiritual master or the scriptures, then if we are missing for one day, then we feel no something is like not correct, or like we are uneasy. So that takes us to that stage when the devotees they engage us in the service, then aparoksha, that comes aparoksha. Aparoksha is the realization. So we have to reach to that then. After the paroksha, with the instructions of the Lord and the spiritual master or the devotees, then we have to reach to the aparoksha. But aparoksha is also not complete. Aparoksha means our realization. So our realization also not complete to see the Lord. The next stage comes the adokshaja. Adokshaja means ki if Lord want to reveal himself to us, then only it is possible. So one point of time we have to understand that it is not like my own realization or my own effort. It is if Lord want to reveal himself to me, then only it will happen. Otherwise, it's not like I will say no. I am putting my efforts and I will achieve that whatever is my goal. So this is how it is mentioned, like the efforts and the dependency on the mercy of the Lord should go parallel. So without our efforts, the Lord is not going to give us the mercy. But after that, also, it's not like we will be thinking of no, because of my efforts. Now, anyway, the Lord has to give me that what I am uh, going for. So it is also not there because he is a Swarat. Lord is completely independent. If he wants to give, he will give, otherwise may not. And if we think like it is my right, then he may not give even at all. If it is said, means like the humility means, like we talks about the humility is the first quality which we have to develop in ourselves, because then only the Lord will reveal himself to us. So one like the point of what humility is. Humility means like you have to put your best efforts to know the object which you are looking for, and after putting your best efforts, then you come to conclusion like it is not going to be achieved by my own efforts. Until and unless we have not given our complete efforts, one thing is we are not going to become humble, because still I have like my own capacity is there. But when you go to your extent where now you know more than this is not my capacity, right? Day and night I am trying and that all, and then you cry, Lord, what else I can do now? Because of whatever is my capacity, I have surrendered myself completely in the process or in that. But I am seeing means like still I have not realized anything. Then you start crying, Lord, now what is the hope for me? Because I have given all the best of my ability, and then also I'm seeing I am standing still there. So what is the hope for me? What will happen to me? Then only the Lord will come in picture and he will see, no, this is what the Lord is waiting from ourselves. Like either our effort is like the way we are seeing in this pastime, Mother Yasoda. So she is running behind the Lord from morning to evening. So the same way, if we will not put our efforts to that, then the Lord will not means like reveal. So aparoks is not also complete. It is a adokshaja, means like when the Lord wants to reveal himself to us, then only we can see him. Then it comes aprakriti, means like it is like the Lord will then take us aprakriti, means which is beyond this material concept. So then it will go to that. So there are level to reach there, but we have to begin with our first like why here Srila Prabhupada from day one, he said you chant. So chanting means like sometimes we think means like it is not a such a like a process where everybody will not believe by chanting only we can achieve something. Like Kunti Maharani, she is praying and she is saying, Tatha Paramahansanam Muninam Amalatmanam Bhakti Yoga Vidanartham Katham Pashyami Striya. So she is saying, Tatha Paramahansanam, you are known by the Paramahansas or Muni who are always meditating on you. Muni means Manan. So the Munis or Amal Atmanam, whose heart is cleansed from all the anarthas. Like so we say means like we have to become like means vairagya. Vairagya means detached from this all the anartha from our heart. So these all should be like these all when these are cleansed. So then only this our heart it will become like where we can serve the Lord, or where we can become qualified to serve the Lord. So this is how Srila Prabhupada said, like this japa, it works for us. Nothing else, even our knowledge will not work. Any other process will not work. So Tulsidas, he says in Ramcharit Manas, Ravi Mandal dekhat lagu laga udayatasi tribhuvan tamubhaga. He's saying Ravi Mandal means like the sun. It looks like a very small, but when the sun is shining, then there is no place in the all the 14 planetary system where the darkness is not removed. So although it looks so small, what you see means like by the sunrise, the whole the darkness of all the three planetary system or the 14 lokas is like gone away. So the same way they said means by seeing it, it seems like this name is like a what? Only chanting the name. But they said means it has that potency. It's so powerful. Like it is only going to give us that uh, what we are looking because of the Lord. It is Srila Prabhupada. He is giving in one of his purport, which is in first canto and chapter 6, verse number 33. So when I was hearing this, they said it is Srila Prabhupada. He never wrote this text in any other purport. Only in one purport he wrote this. And where Srila Prabhupada is writing, like it is a natural psychology in every individual case that a person likes to hear and enjoy his personal glories. So it is a natural tendency. If someone like we see the kings olden days, the kings used to keep some of the singers in their kingdom, in their palace, and they are creating some song.
Bahupara.
Something like
This
that.
Prashakti.
Yeah. So
In
they
praise of God, in praise of the king, they've written
yes,
the
yes,
song
yes,
and the glory.
glory. So why? Because it makes him please. So for them, they can they will create some of the songs to that king, and then he becomes very happy. So they used to keep the people like who will sing their glory. So here it is said. So that is it is in between the purport of if you got that,
Yes.
line which I started reading.
Yes.
So it is a natural psychology in every individual case that a person likes to hear and enjoy his personal glories enumerated by others. That is a natural instinct. And the Lord, being also an individual personality like others, is not an exception to this psychology because psychological characteristics visible in the individual souls are but reflections of the same psychology in the absolute Lord. So this is the psychology in the Lord. So when we will chant his names, so he immediately becomes pleased. So this is how means like anyone means like whatever the mental stage he is. But if someone tells some sweet words to him, he may cool down himself. He may become cool. But if somebody is already in a certain situation and the other person also becomes the same, then it will the situation will increase. But if one is like in a certain temper and the other person knows that this is the time when I have to be just cool, or just to say something like to make the person laugh, like it happens to the children, like when sometimes the parents they punish them, so they cry and after that they start saying some sweet words to the parents, so they knows that it is naturally coming to them. It is not like they are, but they tell some sweet words, they will come and they will do something and like that, so they know this will please them. So this is how it is like with the Lord also. Then second point Srila Prabhupada mentioned, like Lord means only Lord Shri Krishna. He is having the that Virodha Bhas means where there are contradictions. So only Lord is a personality where there will be always the contradictions. So the more it is said, we try to understand him, more we try to get the knowledge from the scriptures, you will across more contradictions about the Lord. Right? So we are saying he's a Bhoktaram and we are saying he's a Atmaram. So two are the totally different things. Right? In Bhagavad Gita, it is in 5 529, I think this is the 529, right?
Last
Bhoktaram Yajna Tapasam Sarvalok Maheswaram Tuhidam Sarva Bhutanam Gyatamam. And the Bhagavatam start Janmadhyasya Yata Anvayad Ifratasya Adyesu Swarat. Yes. So he is a completely Swarat, he is a completely satisfied in himself. Then who is a self-satisfied, then why he is becoming Bhoktaram? But he is a Bhoktaram and he is Atmaram. Both he is there. So these are the contradictions only seen in Lord Sri Krishna, not in any other. We cannot say no. I'm like here in Kuwait to earn this much money, but I'm completely detached. It will not. Nobody can say. But the Lord is a Bhoktaram and same time is Atmaram. So why he is Bhoktaram when he is Atmaram? So it is said, for giving his mercy, he is just asking us to serve me, and then only I will be happy. So basically it is said, when the people they criticize the Lord, how if he is Atmaram, then why he needs so much of the service, and he is asking us, no, you have to get up in the Brahmurta, you have to do this service for me, and no, you have to follow 4 regulative principles. So he is a cruel or what? It's like, why really he wants us? Means we also want to enjoy what our senses likes. Mostly we want to do that. But he's saying, no, it is not like that. Then he is, no, you just, like tolerate that all, and you just try to please me. And he's saying, no, I will be not satisfied by your this much service. You have to do more. And if you are doing to that, then the spiritual master will say, no, you do more. And okay, then sometimes they guide, okay, when your family responsibilities are over, now you surrender yourself fully to the service. Right? So this is how it is. It is that demanding. It is that demanding. It is and the result of that is who is getting the benefit of that? We. Otherwise, we will remain there only. But when the demands comes to us, these demands are like it takes us to the next stage, and like that. So these are like the Lord is saying, he is a Bhoktaram, but only Yajna and Tapasam. He will not. He is not that Bhokta like he is looking for anything anyone gives. No, he don't bothers that. He don't bothers that. It's not even looking any, but if with the mood, humble mood, if you want to offer that, then only Lord is looking for that. And by that course, what Lord will do, he will cleanse our all the anarthas, and we will become purified. And Lord will see that this is the qualification what I was looking from you, and he will take us with us. So these are the reasons and these are the contradictions. So we are seeing in this pastime also from the beginning, like Namami. So this is the first thing it should be. Like once while I was hearing one Brahmachari lecture, so he said he went and he bowed down to his spiritual master Dhanvat, and he just got up, and then his spiritual master he said, "See, you have not touched your nose to the earth, and I am telling you, if you get up like that, you will get up only. Means like तुम यदि ऐसे उठ रहे हो तो तुम उठ जाओगे इस भक्ति से. Means you have when you go down that. See, हम लोग बोलते हैं ना कि नाक में गुस्सा है. नहीं, so our nose is like लोग बोलते हैं ना कि जो हमारा अहंकार है ये कि बहुत ऊंचा नाक है. Like in a family also, when there is some person they will say, "Nee, he is that character." So it comes like that. So go down means like we have to completely. In Sada Goswami Astakam, it is their 6th verse, I think. It is the 6th verse. Sankhya Purvak Naam Gan and Nativi. Sankhya Purvak Naam or Gan and Nativi. Nativi means keep bowing down. So Sankhya Purvak. And our 6 Goswamis, they used to do that. Sankhya Purvak means we have to, whenever there is a opportunity, we have to learn, because our head, it is earlier days, nowadays we say means like somebody, they are very, like cultured, like they are touching the feet of the elders. But basically, it is not touching the feet. It is like going down your head on their feet. But now even somebody is touching your feet, also that is seen like it is a very cultural. But it was not like that. You have to completely bow down. So this is here. It is Namami Iswaram because he is a Iswara, and here Yasoda Abhiyoluka. So in one pastime, immediately Satyavrata Muni, he established that he is the Supreme Lord, and then he came immediately like Yasoda Abhiyoluka. He is fearful of Mother Yasoda. So very difficult means like one line before you said he is a Iswara, and in second line you are saying he is a fearful. So this is how I was just saying. This contradictions will come in the uh, Lord's pastime, and how we can remove these doubts or the contradictions. So as Srila Prabhupada mentioned in that point, like the more you try to understand through the scriptures, the more you will find there is a contradictions are there in the pastimes of the Lord or in his personality. So how to come out of that? So it is said the Lord he keeps himself that like to that stage, like with the knowledge you can reach to certain extent, but it is not like a completely the Lord has kept some limit to the beings, to the jiva, like we cannot even go beyond that. So then how to know him? How to know? Then it is said, if we will please him, if we will please him, then he will reveal himself, and then it will be possible. Then only it will be possible. So this is how even our doubts, even these will go away if Lord wants to reveal himself. Then those doubts will come. Otherwise, will go. Otherwise, the more we will try, the more the doubts will be increasing because his personality is like that. It is in this lila also in the 9th chapter of 10th canto. It is verse number 13 and 14. So very nice verse there. It is na chantar na bahir yasya na purvam na picha param purva aparam bahis chantar jagato yo jagatchayah tvam matvatmajam अव्यक्तम मर्त्यलिंगम अधोक्षजम गोपिका उलूखले दामना बबंध प्राकृतम यथा. तो इसमें बताया कि न चांतर न बहिर्यस्य. तो आप ये नहीं कह सकते हैं कि भगवान यहाँ पर है तो वो इसके बाहर नहीं है. न चांतर अंतर न चांतर न बहिर्यस्य. You cannot say that he is here, then he is not outside. You cannot say that he is not in his Golok Vrindavan, he is not in his abode. And you cannot say he is not here. He is everywhere. And I was hearing that they said he is personally, actually, he is everywhere. And Radha Govind Maharaj, he gives example of like there are waves of the different, like the TV telecast must be there. All the waves must be here in this room. But what is the qualification to see that particular thing which is now broadcasted live? You should have the instrument, which means like you have a TV and you have that net connection, and once you open it, then you can see it. So although we are not seeing all those waves which are telecasted and here, the qualification is like when we tune our channel, then we can see it. So he said it is like the Lord is there. He's personally everywhere. But we need the qualification, right? to see those all the telecast which is live in the air, to see that we need this. So the same way the Lord, He is everywhere, but we need the qualification, that devotion, like which can make us qualified to see that. So here it is said, Nachantar, the Supreme Personality of Godhead has no beginning and no end, no exterior and no interior, no front and no rear. In other words, He is all pervading. He's all pervading. He's everywhere. And this is how the understanding He is personally everywhere, actually. Premanjan Churita Bhakti Devotion. If our eyes are not, like the ointment of the pure love is not there in our eyes, then we cannot see Him. Otherwise, He is there. So, so He is all pervading because He is not under the influence of the element of time. For Him, there is no difference between past, present, and future. He exists in His own transcendental form at all times, being absolute, beyond relativity. He is free from distinctions between cause and effect. Although He is the cause or effect of everything, that unmanifested person who is beyond the perception of the senses had now appeared as a human child. So, to give mercy to His pure devotees, He Himself arranges everything. So He is arranging, He becomes a human child, and Mother Yashoda, considering him her own ordinary child, bound him to the wooden mortar with a rope. So that is how the Lord, if we sincerely want to see Him, then He will make the arrangement. Everything else He does. It's not like we have to do something. Just we have really that sincere desire is there to see Him, then it is possible. Right? There is a pastime in Lord Chaitanya's Leela where that one small child, when his father, he was a Vaidya, I think, and he was just offering to the Lord the bhoga. By the time somebody came and he said, "It is so urgent, like you have to leave with me immediately." Then he said, "It is urgency." Then he told to his son, "We just offer this bhoga to the Lord." He went. He offered to the Lord, and then he said, "Eat." And his father, he is offering all the time, and after 5 minutes, well, we are ringing the bell and taking it out and start eating. Right? This is what we are doing. But that small child, he said, "Okay, my father, he told you have to offer this to the Lord." So he told Lord, "Eat." Where the Lord will eat. Right? It is for us, it is like the Lord takes our mood from that, and the balance He gives to us. That he was a small child, and he was not knowing that Lord will eat it or not. He said, "Take it." He's not taking them. He became more serious. He said, "Take it, because my father told, if you will not take them, when my father comes back, then what he will tell to me?" So he said, "Take." And then he started crying. The Lord started eating. And all the bhoga was taken by the Lord. And when the father came back, father told, "Okay, you offered to the Lord?" He said, "Yes." "So where is the prasad?" He said, "He ate all." And the father said, "How it is possible the Lord will eat? I am offering this for my whole life." He never took even a small, particle of that prasadam. But now it is how he is saying. Then he said, "Okay, can you offer it again?" He said, "Yes, I will offer." And the father, he was seeing, hiding himself, and this child came again in the same mood. Said, "Oh Lord, take. I brought the prasad bhoga to you. Take it." Lord started taking. Father, he said, "You are my guru." This is how it is our mood. Our mood. The Lord can do anything, everything. Some people, they have a very limited conception of the Lord. So here it is said, Bhaktivinoda Thakur Mahasaya, he said with this verses which we read now, like if we think like the Lord can be, understood by our own capacity, or or if anyone can understand Lord in full, then he cannot be the Lord. Who is, like understood by our senses, he cannot be the Lord. Lord means like we have to accept it, like it is not by our own capacity or by our senses we can see the Lord. But how much he want to reveal himself, that much only we can know him. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur Maharaj, then he said, you cannot fix anything to the Lord. No, he cannot be, like a bind. Then it will be a condition to the Lord, because I know that he cannot be, like tied by anyone. He said, yes, because of how someone can tie that Lord whose belly the whole of his creation is reciting. Everything is in his own body inside that, and any things which are from that of his creation can bind the same Lord. How those created things which are in his own belly can bind him. But then our Acharya says, with that loving, like that love of Mother Yashoda, the Lord allowed him. Okay, she can tie him. So our acharyas, they are saying that if you are thinking like you can fix something to the Lord, then he is not a Lord. So this is the first thing, it should be clear for us. And then only whenever we are reading the philosophy, we will understand, we will accept it. No, it is possible for the Lord. Whatever it is written about the Lord, it is possible, because of he is a Bhoktaram and he is Atmaram. Both he is there at the same time. It is not, no, it is one is wrong and one is right. Everything is right for the Lord. So these are the Virodhabhas, the contradictions comes in Lord only. And in this pastime, that's why Satyavrat Muni immediately he started showing those contradictions. He is a Supreme Lord, Namami Iswaram, and Yasoda Abhiyodu. He is fearful by the mother Yasoda. So there it is mentioned again, like the Lord's Madhurya, that rasa or that love that hides everything for the pure devotees. Like the Brajvasis, they never had the doubt, like the Kunti Maharani, she was seeing this pastime, and then she said, "Oh Lord, like when I saw you are crying, uh, uh, and your tears are flowing from your cheeks, and like that, so sa ma vimohayati, ये मुझे विमोहित करा, भीरपि यद विवेति." Like by the fear, fear itself is fearful of you, and that Lord, you are now fearful of Mother Yasoda. Gopya dade koi कृतागसी दाम ताव, दाम से उन्होंने बांध लिया है, और गोप्या ददे कोई कृतागसी दाम ताव याते दशा अश्रु कलिलांजन संप्रभाक्षम वक्त्रम निनीय भय भावनया स्थितस्य सा माम विमोहयति धीरपि यद विवेदति. So that is what she is saying here. Gopya yadi danatav, like I am saying that, and asru kalilanjana संभ्रमाक्षम, कि आपके आंखों से ये आंसू निकल रहे हैं. So here it is like why Lord is doing this. So Lord's purpose is to give happiness to his devotees, and devotees, they want to give happiness to the Lord. This is the Braj mood. And here it is said Kunti Maharani, because she is not a devotee from the Golok, so she got that doubt. Same way it is mentioned in third canto of Bhagavatam, where when Lord Shri Krishna, he was in Dwarka, and Uddhava is the topmost devotee or a friend. So once one message came to Lord, when the demigods, not demigods, the other kings, they were troubled by Jarasan. So the kings, they came to Lord and they said, please save us from Jarasan. He is troubling us so. Same time, Naraji came with the message, oh Lord, Yudhishthira Maharaj, he arranged the Rasuya Yagya, and you have to go there. And Lord, he is asking Uddhava, Uddhava, here see, these people, these kings, they want me to go with them. And Naraji is telling, no, you have to go there where Yudhishthira Maharaj is waiting for you for that Rasuya Yagya. So now I'm I am bewildered, like what I have to do now. So perplexed, right? So there, the Uddhava is telling, well, Lord, what is happening? What is happening? How this doubt can come to you? This doubts, how it came. So Uddhava, he tells, first I heard this from Kunti Maharani, she was bewildered. Now I am seeing you really, you are showing me that you are a Lord and you cannot decide now what you have to do. So there it is like, was that like the Lord really he was bewildered? So the devotee says it is only our Gaudiya philosophy where we says yes, the Lord he can bewilder, but because of the love of his devotees, nothing else. So if the pure love is there, the Lord even to like give that happiness to his devotees, even he is ready to do even to bring him to that even. So there, the Uddhava, because he is from Dwarka, or Kunti Maharani, she is from Hastinapur, or like a Brahmaji, he is bewildered. He is bewildered, like how the Lord he can play like an ordinary child or ordinary boy with these gopsakas. They are taking his food from his mouth or from his hand, and he is taking from them. That all he became so bewildered. Brahmaji, right? Brahmaji became bewildered. So, but we never hear like any pure devotees from the abode of Lord Golok, from Braja, any devotees they ever become bewildered. No, that's right. Even like Lord, he shows the whole universe, all his creation in his mouth to Mother Yashoda, but it doesn't took much time to forget that. And again, he said, "No, he is my own child." Yeah. So Duryodhana also he planned to tie the Lord. When he called him for the Chapan Bhoga, and he planned. He said his all the army, like when he comes here, then you just tie him here. So the Lord as a Paramatma, he's a Lord. He knew that. So he expanded himself to so many. Like the Duryodhana, he could not even do like what he has to. It's the Lord with our own, like with the claim or with the like that, in a challenging way. Challenging way. If you think means you can do like that. Lord, he is in our heart, or he knows everything, so that he will not allow. But here, because it was a pure love of Mother Yasoda, so he allowed. And Lord, he want to see our efforts, like here Mother Yasoda, she is putting the efforts. So then only the Lord will reveal him to us. And then in a second verse of this, it is like Lord is crying, and he is showing that it is a stage like where with the love of my devotees, even I can do that. So the Lord is saying, it depends to you how you want to serve me. It's not me like I am holding myself, but I am holding because of you are not coming to me to serve me in that mood. like Mother Yasoda she wanted. So he cried also in front of his devotees. Then the third verse it comes like iti drik swalila virananda kunde. So this is how the Lord, his purpose is to give the full bliss to his devotees. And when Mother Yasoda, she was running behind Lord, so that time she thought of as a small child, although I'm not running behind him to punish him, but I'm seeing he's really fearful. So she started enjoying that, seeing Lord's that act. And Lord as a Lord, he knew that Mother Yasoda, she is feeling happy because of she is thinking I'm really fearful of her. And when she's running, so she's feeling happy. Now today she's playing with me in this way, and because she's happy, then I will make her happy. So to make his devotees happy, he is doing that, right? So the Lord, everything, whatever he does for the happiness. Iti Drikaswalila Viranand Kunde Swaghosan. What is that? Akhyapayantam. Tadiyesi tad agyesu. So tad agyesu. Agyesu means like it is said the Lord is beyond the like with the knowledge we cannot know the Lord. So tad agyesu. Agyesu means like who left all the pride of their knowledge. You should know him. It is not without knowing we can help. So that's why even in this pastime, why these two things are parallelly going. Like Lord, he is his opulence, he is a Iswara, and then he is playing the pastime. He is fearful. So these two things are why these are going parallel. For the sadhak bhakta, it is mentioned like for us until we will not understand the greatness of the Lord, then we cannot serve him in a loving mood. So we will love him by knowing like how powerful he is, but same time, although he is the most powerful, at same time he is so loving also, like he is doing this pastime with his pure devotees. So these for the sadhaka bhakta, we cannot progress to the next step to know the Lord and to reach to that loving relation until we will not understand how are the opulences of the Lord. So we should understand his Aishwarya, and then we can enter in the Madhurya. And in this Leela, Lord is exhibiting both his Aishwarya as a Iswaram and as a he is Yasoda Viyoluk. So here it is Tad Agyesu. Agyesu means ki like who like they are like humble, like they are not like pride of their knowledge. Janma Janma Aishwarya Sutta Sri Veda Ed Man Madaha Puman Navaharati Avidhapuve Twam Akinchana Gochara. That is what Kunti Maharani is telling. There are 4 obstacles which mostly like these are like in a service of the Lord, like Shri means like the beauty or the knowledge or these are the obstacles in the service of the Lord. So here Abhyesu means after knowing him and then becoming humble. So we should know him, but that knowledge means either we are becoming humble by knowing that, or it is developing some pride in us. The more you become, like more your understanding becomes clear about the Lord, so more you have to become humble. If it is going other way, then something is wrong. So this is how this it is mentioned. The first thing is like after coming to this devotional service, the first realization in our heart should come. It is the first thing, it is our Acharya said, it should come in our heart, like how insignificant I am. This naturally should come in us. Oh Lord, after worshipping you, after coming to you, then only I came to know that how insignificant I am. So this is the first stage. That दीनता, ये सेवा से आए. This will come when we will do the service of the Lord with the pure heart. Then this feeling will come in our heart, like how insignificant I am, and that deenta. Then only the prayers will start in our heart. So here it is tadagyesu, like our that the knowledge that the pride of that knowledge should not be there. Then only by understanding the Lord we can serve Him. So here it is Satavriti Vande, means like Satyavrat Muni, he is telling, oh Lord, I want to go down to you 100 times. So Lord said, my purpose is to give happiness to my devotees, and my devotees in return, they are going down to me, and when they are going down to me, I am becoming more indebted to my devotees because they are going down. I cannot see that. If my devotee is going down to me, so definitely I have to respond. So this is how the Lord is engaging ourselves to that service, and considering that the reason to give His mercy, and we becomes qualified to see Him. So it is not like we are doing that. The Lord, He is creating, and then when the devotees are happy, then the devotees want to serve the Lord more, and more you are serving the Lord, He want to reveal Himself more to you, and this will go like that. So this is this pastime like that. It goes. So Mother Yashoda, she was trying to catch the Lord. Like the devotees, they are always trying, like to serve the Lord, and our purpose is that only, like we can personally serve the Lord. Like our prayers, it comes like Lord Chaitanya in Siksha Astakam, he taught us the prayers like na dhanam na janam, like that, and he said mam janmani janmani isware bhavtad bhaktir ahetu pitu. I don't need, means birth after birth. If you gives me the birth after birth, then also I want this. If I want, I may remain in your service all the time. This is what I want. So this is the prayer. And then very next prayer, he goes, Ai Nanda Tanuj Kinkaram Patitam then why it is said, like in a fourth sloka, there Lord Chaitanya, he said, Na dhanam na janam, like I don't need anything, but always if I can remain wherever I am there, so I may remain in your service. But immediately why he went to the fifth verse, and there he is saying I. So I means it is a situation of a pain. Like if we are feeling painful in this material world, like see, today I am there, tomorrow I don't know what will my health will support me or not. Like we can think of in our old age what will be there, right? Somebody will be surrounding us or not. At all, is that fear, this I is coming to us or not? If this is there, then only our efforts will become sincere, right? So immediately after praying such a nice way, like na dhanam na janam na sundarim kavitam va jagadish kamaye mam janmani janmani sware bhavtad bhakti rahayati. But immediately he came and he saying, I nanda tanuja kinkara. He is saying kinkara. Kinkara means it is a word also as a servant. But servants are of different categories. Like we are servant of our company also, like we are working there, so we are servant. We are working for them. So this is one stage, but we sometimes we may not know that who is the company owner. We are working for his company, but somewhere. So this is one stage, or like some of the people they are serving someone in a different capacities. But here he is saying a kimkara. Kimkara means like personally asking to the master what I can do for you. Kim means what? Kara means ki I can do for you. So that is the Kim. So he's saying I nanda Kim karam patitam mam visamed. I am fallen down to this ocean of miseries. So tava pad pankaj sthita dhuli sadrisam. What is it? Kripaya tava pad pankaj sthita dhuli sadrisam vishinte. Even he is not, Lord Chaitanya is not saying like, make me a dust of your lotus feet. Sadrisam. Dhuli sadrisam. Means like a dust. He's not telling, oh, make me a dust particle of your feet. Like that you make me. So there the Acharya says, even the devotee's mood is not like, oh Lord, the dust particle in your feet are your pure devotees. I'm not a pure devotee. But make me like that. Well, not that. So why there then suddenly this prayer come? Right? Because Srila Prabhupada, he said, like in this lifetime itself, we have to go back to Godhead. So really the fourth prayer and the fifth prayer, is there any difference or there is a contradiction in that? So there is no contradiction. But it is said one stage, this prayer is very much, like in a place like where I don't need anything. But if I am, like by your mercy, if I am to able to serve you in my capacity, I am very happy. So Lord, I don't need anything. But then in a fifth prayer, where Lord Chaitanya, his mood is there, like until and unless we will not go away from this material world, always there will be a danger to us. Like it says, Uttista Jagrat Prapya Varani Bodhat Chudasya Dhara Nisita Durgamam Duratya Durgamam Pathas Tat Kavayo Vadanti. Uttista Jagrat, Utho, Jago, Prapya, try to achieve it. Prapya, Varani Bodhat. This is spoken by the pure devotees of the Lord. Why? Chunasya Dhara Visita. This world is like walking on a sharp edge knife.
On the path of thorns.
It is a sharp edge. It is means like Churasya Dhara. Chura means like it is a knife. Churasya Dhara Nisita Duratya Durgamam Pathas. It is a very tough path because slight, like a slight mistake, it may, like a cause the whole destructions of our effort. Like it is said, the whole life we are trying to take the nutritious food to maintain our health. But if a small drop of a poison one consumes, so the whole lives of our so nutritious food or maintaining our health, one drop of a poison is enough to kill us. So one small mistake is enough, like like to take away from our all efforts, can go within a no time. Like that Kalia Krishna, he was with Lord Chaitanya when Lord Chaitanya was somewhere in Kerala. And there are those Adivasi women. They were there. And this Kalia Krishna, being with the Lord, he just saw towards one of that Adivasi woman. And Lord Chaitanya, he immediately said, you are not qualified to be with me. So there the teaching is like, even though we are with the Lord, then also our senses, sometimes these may trouble us. So although we are very happy to serve the Lord here, But then the another prayer goes, oh Lord, this place is not, where there are no challenges. In this place, there are every time challenges are there. How is my capacity? I can keep myself in that pure, state. So please take me from here. So, and you give me whatever the position there, but at least there is that fear is not there, where where it is like I will be always, like in a fearful stage, uh, like my whole efforts may even finish by one mistake. So it's a very path is like it is the easy for the person who is नहीं सरल व्यक्ति के लिए सरल है तो बट इसमें क्योंकि ये भौतिक जगत ऐसा है इसमें हमारी we have this material senses and our material senses they have their own in a picture of Bhagavad Gita, there is shown like the 5 horses, and the 5 horses they have the strength and they are taking us to the different directions like these horses. So it is mentioned in Patanga or Kuranga or Bhringa mean. Like these are given like they have one senses which are weak. Patanga means the eyes that fly which is attracted to the light. So that sense he cannot control. So he goes to that fire, kills himself. Only because of one sense is weak. So Patanga Matang. Matang is an elephant. So Matang elephant means he is a touch, like whispers. Our these senses, which are 5 the senses. So for the Patanga is that his eye, that this is weak, that sense is weak, and that one weak sense kills him. Matanga is an elephant. He is spurs means when he becomes he want to associate with the female elephant. Like that time he becomes wild, and sometimes he will lose the life because of that one sense is not in control. Then Kuranga is the deer. The deer is his ears are weak. If some sweet voice comes to that deer, he will stand there, and the hunter can easily kill him.
Flute. Hunter plays the flute. And
Yeah, maybe some like whatever. Yes. So yeah. So to attract that deer, they will play that music, which will make him mesmerized, and he will be standing there, and easily you can kill him. One sense, right? So Patanga, Matanga, Kurang, and Bhringa. Bhringa is like the smell. So this Bhringa is like a Madhumakhi, like a similar type of the Bhringa. So this Bhringa, the smell of the lotus, is a very much found of that. So it goes, and once he reaches there, he don't want to come out from that. He wants that nice smell. So what happens? This lotus, after some time, when the sunset is there, then it starts shrinking, and it will be completely closed, and that bringer is caught in that
lotus.
So that is there. Then Patang, Matang, Kurang, Bring, mean is the fish. So fish is her weakness is the taste. So the fisherman on the that what he throws that kanta usko kya bolenge hook, yes. So there he will put some food.
So roti or something.
Yeah, and that fish comes there. She lost that life. She lost that. So for the human, it is said for these people by one weak sense, they lose their life. What about the humans? All the five senses are weak.
Mm.
So for us, it is this place is a challenge. And that's why these prayers are there to the Lord. Oh Lord, somehow or other. It is not like for any other purpose. No. We we have to pray in the same way, like here, this Mother Yashoda, she is teaching us how we have to keep our efforts always high. Srila Prabhupada said, follow the rules and lessons like army. Like army people, they always they cannot be like not attending whatever the parades are for made for them. They have to attend all those strictly. So the same way we have to follow this all the things in our efforts, and then only we will like the Lord will give His mercy, and by His own mercy, so we can easily, then it becomes very easy for us to achieve that which is not even possible for the big people. Vedesu durlabham adurlabham atma. So Advaitam Achyutam Anadim Ananta Rupam Adyam Purana Purusham Navayavanancha Vedesu Durlabham Adurlabham Atma. So who are serving with the love, for them it becomes very easy. So this is the purpose of us. We start even, and if we started to continue with it, then the best thing is to chant the name of the Lord. As the Lord, it is said, it is a psychology in every one of us, and that psychology, the minute part of that psychology is coming to us from the Lord. In Him, it is in full. And if we will try always chanting His holy name, it will please Him, and very easily, if He is pleased, then He can give Him whatever is good for us. He will give us. So this is how this actually with the pastimes, there are so many philosophies are included in that. So we should try that out. Like, what is the purpose of the Lord? Why He is keeping Himself like in this situation where He becomes a small child. In Vaman Leela, he was in a 2 feet he covered the whole universe. Here he was running in a fear of Mother Yashoda when he broken those pots. So all the dadi, that was because the Lord was walking on those on the dadi, and when he was walking further, Mother Yashoda could see where he walked. And she easily could find that where he went, because all the footprints of the Lord she could see. So he want to give his love to his devotees. He remains like that, and where he want to give his mercy in a different way, as a Vaman there, he was a small dwarf, and Bali Maharaj said, "What you are asking? Only this 3 step of the land." So ask me something. I'm a Bali Maharaj. I already conquered all the demigods planets also. So I'm everything. Ask something. You are a Brahmana. I want to give you something. So ask something. He said, no, only 3 steps. And 2 steps he covered everything. Then he said, where I have to keep now my third feet. So it is means like as these leelas are teaching us, these contradictions will be always in the law. Right? Bali Maharaj, he took everything. Sudama don't want anything, he gave him everything. He said he don't want actually. Don't want. And he was feeling very happy. I went there and first thing he said, what I can give to the Lord. He was not thinking what I will get from the Lord. We goes to the Lord what I will get. And we don't want to give. नहीं, हम लोग बाकी सबको दे देते हैं ऐसे, लेकिन हम लोग भगवान को देने के लिए it becomes very hard for us to serve something. But the pure devotees, they want to give but not expect anything from the Lord. That was Sudama. Nothing was in his home. And he said to his wife, I'm going to see the Lord. I have to take something. And then he picked some chipped rice from neighbor somewhere she brought. She gave to him. And these were like, he was hiding even how to give the Lord. So he just wanted to give, but he never expected that the Lord, from the Lord. He was very happy when he thought that Lord even not asked, oh Sudama, what is your condition? If you want something, thought Lord doesn't know, and he was very happy. How merciful is the Lord? Like if I will get something like, then I will become attached to that. But when the Lord gave him everything, then it is said even Sudama became more detached by utilizing all those things which were given by the Lord, because it were given by the Lord, so he don't want to disrespect that. He started accepting that, but in a mood of he was remembering and thinking how merciful is the Lord, and because it is given by Lord, so I will accept. So he became more detached. So the Lord knows that with whom he wants, which way to give his mercy, and everything is right for him. In the case of Sudama, it is a different. In the case of Bali Maharaj, it is different. Or in our case, it is Lord. Still, he has not started asking us, but we have to go to that stage where that, like the Lord's instructions or Lord's demand will come to us through our spiritual masters. So this is all. We are so tiny, actually, not possible for us to know the Lord, but still we should keep trying, and the time will come when the Lord will reveal himself for sure. For sure, it is because of he did with his pure devotees. So if we also will try to serve him in the same mood, definitely it will come to us also. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.